A few nights ago, I heard something that shattered my entire world. My wife was in the living room on the phone with one of her friends. I was heading to bed after a long day, but as I passed by, I overheard her say something that made my blood run cold. I'm just not in love with him anymore. My heart sank. I felt frozen in place, trying to process those words. We had been feeling a little distant lately, but I assumed it was just life piling on work, kids, responsibilities. I truly thought we were just going through a rough patch like any other couple. But this was different. I found myself caught between feeling guilty for eavesdropping and a desperate need to hear more. She went on, telling her friend she didn't think we could ever get back to what we once had. It was like a punch to the gut. That night, I lay in bed pretending I hadn't heard a thing, but my mind was racing. In the days that followed, I tried to act normal, but it was impossible. I replayed our years together in my mind, searching for clues, wondering where it all went wrong. I was busting my ass at work, aiming for a promotion that would give our family a better future. I thought I was doing everything right for us. But then, small things began to stand out. The late nights out, the messages she'd quickly close. Slowly, I started to put pieces together, realizing there might be more to the story. One night, I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked her phone. My hands shook as I scrolled, and my worst fears were confirmed. There were messages between her and another man, not just friendly, but flirty and even intimate. She had been meeting him for months. The betrayal cut so deep, I felt like I was suffocating. Here I was, putting everything into our future, while she was sneaking around behind my back. The next morning, I confronted her. She tried to deny it at first, but once I showed her the messages, she admitted everything. She blamed it on feeling neglected, saying she was lonely and didn't feel loved. What stung most was that she couldn't see why I was working so hard. It was all for us, for our family. The fight was brutal. She cried, she begged for forgiveness, but I couldn't look past the betrayal. I was done. I started thinking about leaving. I wanted her to feel the same pain she'd caused me. I reached out to a lawyer, prepared to do what was necessary to protect my relationship with our kids. They're young, and they don't deserve this mess, but I knew staying together just for appearances wasn't fair to anyone. As the days went on, I felt like my entire world was crumbling. Each look at my kids brought a mixture of love and sadness. I stayed in the guest room, going through the motions, but it wasn't enough. Every moment reminded me of her betrayal. I knew I had to move out for my own sanity, so I found a small apartment nearby. It was a fresh start, a place where I could breathe again. Living separately helped. I focused on my kids, tried to give them the best of me whenever they were with me, but our interactions with my wife became strictly about the logistics. Anger still simmered within me, but I stayed civil for the kids' sake. Therapy became my lifeline. It helped me process the whirlwind of emotions. Now, months have passed, and the divorce is finally behind me. I got joint custody, which was my main concern. The kids are slowly adjusting, and I'm rebuilding my life bit by bit. I've started reconnecting with old friends, rediscovering hobbies I'd left behind, and even started dating again. Life is far from perfect, but it's mine, and I'm moving forward. To everyone who offered advice and support during the worst time of my life, thank you. It meant more than words can say.